The conditions in the apartment units owned by Peoria Housing Authority have driven a man and his family out of the River City, he says.
Our own Selah Estelle went to the Harrison homes to look into what he calls unlivable conditions. Selah?
That's right. Unstable heat, rats in the walls, and lead paint are just a few of the issues that one family say occur in the Harrison homes. Dominique Comer's wife and son were living in an apartment unit, and he told me after begging and pleading with the PHA office, he's had enough. Dominique Comer says he and his family have been living in what he calls unbearable conditions. He says there's been problems since he came last year, and he's been reporting issues weekly since September. He reached out to 25 News, and we took a look for ourselves on March 5th and 27th. Comer believes there's lead in the paint as it's chipping off the walls, and he says the place is also infested with rodents that eat dozens of power cords in the walls and constantly leave feces scattered throughout the unit.
Automatically, you could see the problems with the apartment. The lead paint coming off the walls, for one, as you guys saw when you walked in, is the first thing that hit you in the face. The mold growing in the bathroom is also a big concern, and it's just something a lot of us down here have to deal with.
He also says the heat and air conditioning are unstable, meaning either crisp and cold nights or hot and humid days.
For the projects, like, we're still people down here. We still deserve to, at least be a little comfortable. Like, we pay rent, we pay whatever else we got to pay. We on a daily grind like everybody else. We just want to come home, for the few hours we do get off work, come home and relax.
Comer says he reported the issues to the Peoria Housing Authority weekly since September, using a 24/7 maintenance line. But he says every time a worker comes, they tell him to put a ticket in. And several other neighbors that are having similar issues visit the office normally and say they haven't seen any action from this. We reached out to Peoria Housing Authority, who told us in an email, quote, "Over the past year, we have been and will continue to remediate safety deficiencies in the units by relocating families from the units with identified concerns." They also told us the Harrison homes are under the Housing and Urban Development's Choice Neighborhoods Initiative, with a plan to relocate residents to housing. However, when visiting the website, you can see the initiative was launched in August 2024, and the last committee meeting was back in February. The CEO of PHA, Armika Crawford, also says they do have a lead and rat abatement program. According to Crawford, over 70 families live there currently, while only 15 people have been transitioned into a new home. Crawford said there is no exact date for when the old homes will be demolished.
Any landlord I have came across in my 35 years had came and did an inspection every month, every other month, to make sure the apartment, the house, what have you, is still functional and great condition. PHA does none of this. They have all year to check, all these apartment buildings, all these areas.
Dominique says he's mainly concerned about his son's health and is at his wit's end.
There's no winning with this place. There's no winning. Like, my kid, forget him. What about the rest of these kids around here that's living in these conditions? Fortunately, we got the money now to get up and move. It's not the same for these other people here.
He decided to not only move out of the Harrison homes, but left Peoria to live in Missouri on April 8th. Comer says he has empathy for the other children and elderly living there who can't afford to move out, and still hopes something can be done.